Two-tone pink with fringe on top, a 1959 Jeep Surrey that belonged to Paul Cerruto of New Hartford, Connecticut, provided him with a colorful exit. He owned it for 5 years, having dragged it from the woods in Maine.
And me, like a knucklehead, start looking at it, thinking challenge, challenge, challenge. No seats. Where am I going to get this? How am I going to do that? So I dragged it home, did some research, found out that nobody really knew a lot about them. They only made 1,100 of them, and there were only a few gurus in the hobby that knew about them.
Jeep built the colorful Surrey between 1959 and 1964. It came in 3 two-tone color combinations, pink, blue, and green, and only about 1,100 were ever produced. Cerruto had a preference when it came to color.
But the blue ones are pretty rare. They're pretty ugly. I think pink is the nicest looking one out of all of them.
Cerruto spent a lifetime restoring vehicles, starting when he was 16.
Started out with Model A's, then got into World War II Jeeps. I'm not a business guy. I did it because I loved the work and how they came out. Once they're done, I never used them.
When Ride Connecticut met him back in October, he was 70 years old and suffering from terminal cancer. The Surrey was to be his final project.
I just researched everything and just put it all together. Because all I really had was a tub, a hood, a frame. All the rest was gone. It was a challenge that I looked at and said, I can do that. And then I drag it home and the neighbors go, are you nuts? The more you tell me I'm nuts, the better it's going to come out.
The restored Surrey looked good. Fabric for the roof and seats came from a company in Washington.
At $175 a yard, $1,000 for the material. It cost us just for the material.
Powering the Surrey, a 134 cubic inch, 60 horsepower, inline 4-cylinder engine. It had a 3-speed manual transmission with a shift on the steering column.
There's no frills. 1 of 50 left. There's about 50 in a registry they have. Oh, there could be some more around. But 1,100 and they got beat to hell.
It was only a week earlier that Cerruto had gotten the Surrey running, although a little work still needed to be done. It needed windshield wipers and hubcaps.
Just minor stuff, which the next guy probably is going to do.
It was back in June 2022 that Cerruto was given 6 months to live. He was downsizing while finishing up the Surrey.
I sold all my equipment. It's just a heartbreak for me. Because they did give me a time date, and I'm coming to that.
After finally getting it back together, he was pleased with the reaction the Surrey got at a car show in Litchfield.
Something different. People appreciated it, and they go crazy when they see it because you don't see them.
And the project provided him with a diversion while planning his departure.
Yeah, it's a good last project.
That's Ride Connecticut. I'm Bud Wilkinson.